Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the Kent State Golden Flashes taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Flashes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously his defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the...
And the pass hits, picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Offense getting set for first down. The toss sweep to the right. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Looking to throw, it's Miles. Getting some heat. Makes his connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range and they can take the 3 points on the board.
To the edge, it's Abrams. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Offense set on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thorne. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to him again. At the 20, he's got space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Miles. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Golden Flashes! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thorne. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Pocket starts to collapse. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try it on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. No hesitation on that call, and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
They want to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Raymond. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And that one did not work.
On the screen. Loses 1. It's now 4th and goal.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights, it's good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
And the Broncos will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that 1 through...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It's first down from the 11. He wants to throw. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Miles. They're setting up the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The give to the tailback. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple of yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kent State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fair catch called for and made. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Gonna run it. It's Abrams. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the golden flashes. Want to move quickly. Here comes the option. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. To the air. It's Miles. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. The golden flashes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
Is incomplete.
You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's
looking for a deep man. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Miles. Feeling some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. To throw, it's Miles. Got his man out of the backfield. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. The Golden Flashes in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A lot of urgency for this offense. Here's the handoff. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback's thrown from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Lost one deep down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture.
Trying to start the drive with a pass.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the air, it's Miles. Got a man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off play action. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still plenty of time for this offense, but this, probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to... He's going to throw deep right side. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Broncos! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away.
Western Michigan, 31. Kent State.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Miles. Quarterback moving. At the 35, he's open. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the tight end. Edmonds just destroying his way through the field. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming